So today we are going to go over 100 streamer tips that you guys can use and incorporate into your streams to make them better. We're going to be going fast down this list, so make sure you guys got your notepads ready to take some notes. And let's go ahead and jump on into it. How's it going, everyone? I'm the King, and welcome back to the Streamloots channel. And in today's video, as we mentioned, we're going to be giving you guys 100 tips in order to improve your stream. These are going to be tips from big to small that are basically going to improve your stream quality and your overall experience with streaming tenfold. With that being said, we're going to jump straight into this. Let's go. The first thing on the list is to keep hydrated. This is very important to do. Make sure you are taking care of yourself. The next thing on the list is to make sure that your microphone is close enough to your mouth so that way you can eliminate a lot of the background noise. Don't forget to turn your gain down as well so it's not overbearing and too loud, and you won't have distorted audio. While we're talking about microphones, make sure it is on an arm similar to this. You don't want it to be on a desk because when you start moving your arms or if you're playing a game, it'll pick up a lot of that audio. So buy a tripod arm. It'll help you so much. And don't forget to use something like a pop filter on the microphone as well. This is going to help with your audio. It's going to separate your P's and your B's. And on top of that, it's going to actually keep your microphone protected from a lot of the dust particles. If you guys are using a camera like myself, make sure you guys are using artificial lighting and you're not relying on natural daylight, because depending on what time you stream or if it's overcast weather, your lighting can be really messed up. So make sure you guys are using enough lights to illuminate everywhere. A good thing to do when you go live is to create a planner on everything you want to mention or talk about on your live stream, so that way you don't forget it. I recommend using things like Trello because it helps so much. Watch other streamers to gain inspiration. This is the best way to understand what other people are doing and how you can improve yourself and your quality and apply some of the things that they've been doing into your own stream to better yourself. Now, this doesn't mean copying. This just means getting inspired. Always ask your community for feedback in order for you to improve on your streams. Sometimes as a viewer, it's the best way to give advice to the streamer, so asking them directly can be very beneficial. Don't forget to always look for moderators. You can look for these moderators in the top and most active viewers in your channel that you think will fit the role very well. If you only have one monitor, you can use your phone to connect with programs in order to take a look at your chat, alerts, and everything like that. And that way you'll still be on top of everything. Try to reduce as much outside noise as you can that could interfere with your stream. For me personally, I soundproof my entire walls and I make sure no noise can be heard whatsoever. We spoke about Trello earlier, but you can also use this to micromanage other things that go on after stream, whether this is posting other videos or whatever you need to do for the day. So look into programs like that in order to help you stay organized. Explore other streaming platforms. This doesn't necessarily have to only be on Twitch, but branching out into other places like YouTube or Facebook can help build your audience more. Don't forget to use Twitter to connect with other streamers as well, and you can use this as a source of networking. This is also a great way to create your own community and let your community know when you are going live and updates to your stream. If you want to get really creative on how your stream actually looks, you can actually add in a green screen and basically change it to anything you want at any point at any time. If you're having a hard time gaining some traction while you are streaming, make sure that the game you are playing is not oversaturated with other streamers. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult to stand out, so oftentimes it's nice to play other games, be variety, and build up your audience that way. When offline conventions are back, make sure you guys go. This is the #1 way to network in person and to build so much more opportunities. It has helped me personally get to the position I'm in today. So make sure you guys do attend those conventions. Always tweet before you go live so you let your followers know that you are currently live streaming. During your stream, always remember to keep on talking. You want to keep people engaged. You can ask questions, ask them about their days, things like that, to keep chat rolling and to keep a nice flow. Don't forget that you don't need to spend thousands of dollars on your setup. You can start with the bare minimum and still have a very professional looking stream. I recommend taking a look at some of our other videos that show you how to do this effectively. Create special events on your channel during holiday seasons or whenever an event is coming on to spice things up. In OBS, don't forget to use studio mode. This will actually help you see what the viewers are seeing as well. You can use colors for different sources. This way it'll help you stay organized and you'll know exactly where to go when you're looking for something. Make sure you also name your sources as well as your scenes so you can always be organized. This is very, very important. So anytime you need to change something, you automatically know where it's at. If you're looking to get rid of a source that is on your screen, you can click on the eye icon and it will magically make it vanish. Don't forget to use hotkeys to micro your microphone to be muted. That way you can quickly mute anytime you need to. If you want to record on OBS but not to stream, make sure you put it on the MKV file format. This is the best format for you to use. This allows you to save your video in case OBS crashes, whereas the MP4 does not. If you want to convert these files to MP4, you can actually do this in OBS, where it offers you this option in the file menu. Don't forget, you can also create many different types of profiles on OBS to suit what you're doing, whether that's making videos or streamings. This is an easy way, again, to stay organized. Host other streamers. Every time you end your stream, make sure you go and host somebody, build up connections with other audiences and other community members. And this will help you with networking as well. Collaborate with other streamers in order to do events together. This is a great way to cross promote and you both can gain from this in viewership. Explore the huge amount of Twitch extensions that you can use to amplify your streams. Don't forget, if you're an affiliate or a partner, to turn on your emotes and put them in so your viewers can use them in your chat. You can also make theme designs for special occasions to make everyone in the right mood. If you do plan on attending events, as we mentioned earlier, make sure you print out some business cards. They're about $10 to get 500, and this will help you be very professional. Make sure that everything matches on your Twitch panels as well as your stream. Having a unison type of look also gives that professional look. Check out the stream schedule extension. That way viewers of your channel can know the next time you are going live. Don't forget to use your panels to plug your socials and every which way your viewers can keep up with you. In case you need to pause or you missed an alert in OBS, you actually can go ahead in the dashboard and pause or replay alerts. Don't keep your streaming just to games. A lot of people love to see more of your personal side, so you can amplify this by doing IRL streams or cooking streams, whatever suits you. I personally like doing painting streams from time to time. Add text-to-speech to your subs, to your bits, and other interactions to make viewers wanting to do it a little bit more. If you're playing a multiplayer game with viewers on Discord or anybody in general, make sure you have a toggle button that you can use the hotkey your microphone to get muted or to deafen so you can speak to your audience directly and not interrupt them, especially if they're co-streaming, and not to interrupt your viewers from hearing you. Change the title and category of your stream before you go live. A lot of people forget about this, so make sure you double check. If you want to share a clip on Twitter, all you need to do is to right click on that clip, download it, and upload it straight to Twitter that easily. If you're pretty skilled in a game, consider setting up an alternate camera to show your hand movements. You also can use programs online that will show what buttons you're actually clicking. Don't forget to add sponsored overlays or overlays to actually show your social media plugs. You can show your Twitter, your Facebook, your Instagram, and you can keep it on screen so viewers can engage with that. Now remember, using these animated overlays also takes a little bit of a toll on your PC. So if you don't have the best PC, make sure that they're stagnant and not animated. If you're looking to invest anything in your setup, the number one thing that I would recommend is a standalone microphone. Audio quality is one of the biggest things that people care about, so make sure that that is up to par. If possible, don't forget to isolate your room with acoustic foams. That way you don't have a very echoey voice. This is very beneficial, so you sound very professional. Avoid oversaturating your screen with overlays and a bunch of things like that. You want to keep it simple and clean, again, giving that professional look and making the viewers stay focused on you and the game. Do not stream with your Wi-Fi. You are at risk of dropping your connection and then your stream looking laggy or not up to par. Make sure you are on an Ethernet connection. Warm up your voice and check your posture before you're actually going live. You don't want to be slumped in your chair and you don't want to sound like you just woke up. So make sure you do those two things. Never forget that becoming a successful streamer takes weeks and months and years. Don't focus too hard on that. Just focus about having an entertaining stream regardless of how many people are there. Use copyright-free music that you can find on YouTube or Spotify so you don't risk getting a DMCA from Twitch. Do events with your subscribers. This can be online or offline, and this will keep the engagement high and people coming back for more. If you're not feeling good enough on a day to stream, don't force it. Be yourself. Take that day off, use that sick day, recuperate, and come back the next day. Create an alternate Twitch account just so you can actually test some things in case you need to go live and you want to test if your internet can handle it, or anything along the lines of that. Using a alternate account will help. If you have a Stream Deck, you can also use this to create alternate profiles for streaming, recording, and anything along the lines of that. So that way you can be organized and ready to go whenever you need to, depending on what you're doing. Invest a lot of time in creating commands for your channels. This can be for new subscribers, for people returning to subscribe, for people following, and just for frequently asked questions, and much, much more. Check your analytics regularly to spot trends and patterns that can happen, and use this to benefit more from it. With Nightbot or Stream Elements, you can actually set up auto mods, and that way any words that come in that are pretty naughty will automatically be held for review and most likely deleted. Speaking of analytics, they are important, but don't stress or focus on it too much. They're good to see trends and how to improve, but don't worry about your numbers too much. If you let it get it to your head, it can really dampen your mental health. So make sure you are aware of that. Twitch Inspector is a great tool to analyze how much internet you can actually use for stream, if your connection is stable, and anything internet related. Take a look into it if you want to learn more. Use twitchstrike.com, and this will tell you what games and categories are getting a lot of attention. You can use this to benefit your own stream and figure out what you should use in order to amplify some viewers. And now for some OBS and Streamlab tips. You can use Control Up and Down to control the sources and the positioning of them on your screen. Control F on any source will bring it up expanded all the way to the front of your scene. Control E places the element, it brings it to the front of the screen at the same size. If you hold left Alt and you click on an element, you can actually crop it down to whatever size you like. On the bottom left, if you see any red information that says you've dropped frames, it means that your internet connection is not stable. If you're streaming a PC game, the best option for you is the game capture. This is way better than the screen capture, as it won't capture all of your other programs that are going on, but specifically your game. Automatic config on OBS is a really efficient way to organize what you need to go live. You can rearrange the OBS menus and Stream Element menus in order to suit you more better. You can easily add filters on OBS to any of your webcam captures to amplify the image. Use the Twitch test tool to connect to the best server that suits your connection. Watch the gain of your microphone. You don't want it peaking into the red because then you'll have distorted audio. You want it to be right above the green mark and in the yellow so people can hear you. You can add a noise canceling filter to your microphone to avoid noisy backgrounds or anything that's stagnant, such as a fan or an air conditioning. If you have a delay between your voice and your image like me, you can add a filter to create a render delay. That way, everything will be synced up. Add alerts to your follows, your subs, your bits, whatever it is. Try to get them animated as well. We have a few tutorials on that you can check out, and will really give that professional look to your stream. Make sure your desktop audio is not higher than your actual microphone audio. This happens quite a lot. Moving on to number 80, I believe. Check your white balance on your lights to make sure that you're not oversaturated or too dark or too bright. You want to make sure that the white balance is correct so everyone can see you. Make sure you're in the center of your webcam. You want to be directly in the middle, not too much to the left, not too much to the right. And as we're on the topic of webcams, make sure that your webcam is facing the exact same way. If you're not, you can always flip this horizontally so that way it looks like you're actually looking at the game instead of off into the middle of nowhere. Don't forget to thank all of your followers and all of your subscribers every time they follow or resubscribe. You can also have a saying for new subscribers as well as prime subscribers that you always say every time this happens, kind of like your catchphrase. Consider investing into cheap lights like these for your background. They really help out the stream. You can create week-to-week updates and update your community on it on your streaming times, as well as what's going to be happening throughout the week on your streams. Try subathons and bidathons for big celebrations. Do 12-hour streams or anything along the lines of that. They build up so much hype, and it's really recommended for special events. If you're using any music, make sure that it blends in well with the desktop audio or your game audio so it doesn't overlap and fight against each other, but soothe each other. Announce when you are canceling your streams and use that time, if possible, to do other things related to streaming. Don't forget to make TikToks out of your streams. There's a lot of programs online, as well as Sony Vegas and other editing programs you can use to do this. And also consider using YouTube in order to promote some of your streams. You can take some of the best highlights and post it straight to YouTube. When you're not streaming and you're offline, network with other streamers. Give yourself free time and time off from streaming in order to tap back into real life. Set goals and work toward them every single time you turn on your stream. Try to stick as close as possible that you can to your streaming schedule. And if you are a little bit late, it's better to be late than never instead of canceling your stream. When you just start out, avoid over streaming. You don't want to stream every single day, 8 to 10 hours. Use that time in order to do something else. And the final 3, be yourself, have fun, and check out Streamloots for your stream as well. And there you go, my friends. 100 streaming tips to improve your streams, and hopefully some of these help and you can amplify your streams and use this in your streams to make it better, more professional, and I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know if you have any more streaming tips and if any of these helped you or if you'll be using these in any of your streams. As always, I hope I helped. I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you guys next time.